So hey guys, George here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my Game Week 1 Premier League predictions. Now we've got 10 matches of course, and we kick it off with Brentford versus Arsenal. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Our first game, Brentford versus Arsenal. Now this is an interesting one because it could go either way. Arsenal, we know that they're not the best side at the moment. They do have signed Ben White. He'll be making his full debut for Arsenal. But Brentford, they've got Ivan Toney up front, and now he could be very, very dangerous. Now, which way do I see this one going? Well, I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 prediction. I think Brentford, they'll come out with a good performance. Arsenal, if they don't get at least a point, it's going to be a disappointing start to the season. So I think they need something. And I think it'll be 1-1. So that is my prediction for Brentford versus Arsenal. So we move on to the next game, and it is Manchester United versus Leeds. Now, the Roses derby. This should be a fantastic game, this rivalry, with fans in the ground. My club United. Let's see what happens. Now, United, they've got Jadon Sancho in that team. And will he start? I don't know. But it's likely that he'll be on the bench, but they have got a very strong team, United. Leeds, I mean, again, strong team, very attacking side. Leeds, they could come out and shock United with, their counter-attacking football. United might not be ready for it. You never know. But with fans in the ground, I do think Manchester United will win this one. And I'm going to go for 3-1 to Manchester United. I think they'll start the season well. I do think Leeds will score because they're a very threatening side, Leeds. But I'm going for 3-1 to Manchester United. So we move on to the next game, and it is Burnley against Brighton. Now, it's probably the least appealing game of all the games this week. Now, it's very possibly going to be a 0-0. But Brighton, we saw last season they had the very high expected goals. So could they convert one in this game? Well, I'm going to go for a 1-1 prediction again. I could have gone for a 0-0. I was close to going for a 0-0. But I do think there'll be a goal from Brighton. I think they'll open the scoring. I think Burnley will pull out an equaliser as well. So 1-1 for Burnley and Brighton. Now we move on to the next game. It's Chelsea against Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. Now, I think this is a certain win for Chelsea. Palace, new manager and Patrick Vieira. A lot of players kind of ageing in that squad. They're not going to have enough to handle Chelsea, I think, here. I think I'm going to go for a Chelsea 2-0 win. I think Werner maybe could get on the score sheet. Will Lukaku start? We will see. And, yeah, Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 0. So then we move on to the next game at Goodison Park. It's Everton against Southampton. Now, Everton, at the start of last season, they were a very exciting team. And I think they could start this season exciting as well. We'll see what happens. They've got the likes of James Rodriguez, who really, he can turn a game around himself. Southampton, I don't think they'll have a very good season this season. I said that in my Premier League predictions, and I think they're in trouble in this game. I'm going to go for an Everton 2-1 win. I think it'll be a fairly easy win for Everton. I think it might be a late Southampton consolation goal, something like that. But yeah, Everton 2, Southampton 1. Now we move to the Midlands, and it's the King Power Stadium where we've got Leicester against Wolves. Now, Leicester, very exciting team to watch. Likes of Jamie Vardy, Patson Daka up front, the new signing. How will he do? We will see. They obviously beat City in the Community Shield final, and I think Leicester will start the season well here. However, I think it will be a close game. Wolves, you never know what will happen with Wolves. So I'm going to go for a Leicester 2-1 win. That is what I'm going to go for. I think it'll be a close game. I think Leicester 2-0 up. Wolves will get one back. They'll push for that equaliser, but Leicester will hold that game out. My prediction: Leicester 2, Wolves 1. And we move over to Vicarage Road, where newly promoted Watford face Aston Villa. Now this will be an interesting game because Watford, we know that they were very strong in the Premier League. They stayed in it for quite a few years and only went down probably because of their change of manager towards the end of the 1920 season. But Villa, what a team last season they were. However, they have lost Jack Grealish, but they do have some very exciting new players. Leon Bailey from Bayer Leverkusen, Ollie Watkins up front. Now, Aston Villa, I think this will be a win for them. I think Watford, I can't really see Watford scoring in this game. I'm going to go for a Villa 2-0 win. So our final game of Saturday, and it's Norwich against Liverpool. Now Norwich, again newly promoted. They had a very good start to the Premier League when they were last minute in the 1920 season. I remember them beating City at Carrow Road. Will they do that with Liverpool here? Well, it could happen, but I don't see it happening in this game. I think Liverpool will have too much for them. You know, they've got Van Dijk back, who's just signed a new contract. Got Joe Gomez, Konate. Then, if that front three, Salah, Firmino, Mane, can, you know, tear it up for them, it could, and it should, be an easy win for Liverpool. I'm going to go for 3-1 to Liverpool. I do think Norwich could score. You know, they've got some exciting players. Timu Pukki, Todd Cantwell. Let's see what happens in that game. Liverpool 3, Norwich 1. So we move on to Sunday, and it's Newcastle against West Ham at St James's Park. Now, again, this will be an interesting game because Newcastle, you know, they can just come out with some very random results. They can perform very well against the big teams, but very poorly against the smaller teams. However, West Ham, you know, they haven't had to do any pre-qualifying for the Europa League. They're fresh. I think West Ham should easily win this game. I think Newcastle, you know, they've got a chance of winning it, but I think West Ham will come out on top in this one. And I'm going to go for a 2-0 West Ham win. So then, guys, it's the final game of the game week. Tottenham against Manchester City. Now, in the past, this has always been a really good game. And in the past, Tottenham have won this game a few times, especially when it is at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. However, recently, Tottenham have been very, very poor. And I think they will not win this one at all. I think City is going to be an easy win for them. Will Grealish start? We will see. But City, just a very, very strong team. They're going to come out on top in this one. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Manchester City win. I think Tottenham could score. Harry Kane maybe against his potential new club. We will see. I'm saying Tottenham 1, Manchester City 3. So then, guys, those are my Premier League Game Week 1 predictions. I hope you enjoyed the video. Put yours in the comments down below. If you do enjoy the content, please do consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button as well, because it does help out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy watching Game Week 1 of the Premier League. But that's going to be it from me. I'll be back for Game Week 2 next week. But for now, it's George, out.